Once again, we'd like to welcome you to today's edition of The Morning Call. It is unclear when Angola's ex-rebel leader Jonas Savimbi will be buried. The main opposition party UNITA and the family of the controversial warlord have, however, said they will go ahead with his planned reburial on June the 1st. This follows a meeting they had on Wednesday after Tuesday's chaos that saw the government backtracking its decision to hand over his remains at the 11th hour. The opposition accuses the government of not honoring its word to hand over Savimbi's remains though the government has rubbished this claim. It accuses the UNITA officials of failing to collect the body on Tuesday as agreed. It is definitely total confusion, especially for the family. But who is to blame in this war of words? Is it a simple misunderstanding or an unwillingness by the government to hand over the body?
And exactly, Lynette, UNITA MP Paulo Mango Alicers now joins us live from Bié province in Angola. Hello and welcome. The handing over of Jonas Savimbi's remains to his family, scheduled for Tuesday, May 28, ended in a fiasco. For the family and UNITA who were looking forward to this, is it a great disappointment? Exactly, it is a huge disappointment because we agreed with the government that Tuesday was going to be the official day the government would return President Savimbi's remains, that is, leave the province where he fell in battle at Muchiko, Luena, and that officially it had to take place there. We were all at the airport on Tuesday waiting, and at the last minute, the government changed the schedule. We were surprised when the Minister of State said that the remains were already in President Savimbi's village. Neither the family nor the party was contacted. We stayed at the airport until midnight, hoping that the government would give us the remains. But unfortunately, until now that I am talking to you, there are absolutely no signs of that happening.
And this handing over has been in preparation since 2018. But what do you make of the government's reaction on the last-minute changes? Is it just a simple misunderstanding or its unwillingness to hand over Savimbi's remains?
For us, this is a lack of will, first of all. Then it is a lack of respect, not only for the family, but also for the party, the UNITA, and also for the Angolan people who have been waiting for a long time now for this event to take place. We are Africans, and as long as his remains are not in the hands of the family or resting where the family has indicated, for us, mourning has not yet been done. So we think it's a lack of respect and also a lack of political will. Since he became president, he has always talked about national reconciliation, and yesterday he proved to us in concrete terms that there is no national reconciliation because it was supposed to be a normal event, that the family and the party could wait until Thursday or Friday for the funeral service to take place in his native village. But unfortunately, so far, neither the family nor the party nor the Angolan people know where the remains of President Savimbi are located. Last question. President João Lourenço's decision to hand over Savimbi's remains to his family was received by the people and the political class as a major step towards national reconciliation. Does this actually change the perception for UNITA? That's exactly what we're saying to each other. We thought it was a great gesture, a great step towards national reconciliation. Because his predecessor, Dos Santos, had not made any such a possibility for Jonas Savimbi's remains to be returned to the family and the UNITA party. President João Lourenço came and opened this possibility, but at the last minute, we noticed that it was all a lie being made to the family. Now the party has gathered so far to see what we will do, what the next step will be, how we will react towards the Angolan government. For us, UNITA, it is clear that for the time being, there is still a long way to go for national reconciliation. But we are Angolans. We must always find a way to reach an agreement so that the country can move forward without falling back into the bad times of war as in the past.
And Paulo, just before we let you go, at this point, do you have anything you would like to tell the government?
Thank you very much. We just want to tell the ruling party that we are no longer at the time when we considered ourselves enemies. The time of war is over. The time of doubts about each other is equally over. Now is the time when everyone has to hold hands and rebuild the country. Give us signs of national reconciliation. We ask, with all due respect and consideration that we have for the country's leaders, that as soon as possible, not only that they return President Savimbi's remains to the family and his party, but also that they begin to give real signs. We do not need speeches, we need actions, because it is the actions that speak louder, so that tomorrow the generations that come after us can feel comfortable, can feel at peace, so that the country can move forward. Thank you, Paulo Mango Ali Sersi, for the clarification. Thank you. Live from Andulo in Angola, the UNITA MP was speaking on the postponement of the handing over of Jonas Savimbi's remains to his political family.